Are you serious? They detained Rand Paul? Are you serious? They arrested Rand Paul? The TSA? What? This guy's a United States Senator. In Nashville, Tennessee, Rand Paul. He is the son of presidential candidate Ron Paul. They've detained him. Who did it? The TSA. Didn't I tell you guys back in August when I was flying to Seattle, Washington, right here in Indiana at the Indianapolis International Airport, I was pulled aside, picked out of the crowd for whatever reason, I don't know. I went through the full body scanner. That wasn't good enough. They pulled me aside, did a complete physical pat down. That wasn't good enough. Pulled me aside and did an interrogation while my wife stood there and we're worried about getting on the plane in time. Did I look like a terrorist? Did I look like somebody that was a threat to society? Or was my name on a list of freedom fighters for free speech, those that stand for the truth, against all of those that are coming against the democracy, our Constitution, our rights to assemble, the freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom to assemble, freedom to worship? What's going on? Now Rand Paul? Let's read the article. What? What? This is crazy. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you Rand Paul? Are you Rand Paul? Republican Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky was detained by the Transportation Security Administration in Nashville, Tennessee this morning after refusing to undergo a full-body pat-down. Now, according to Rand Paul's chief of staff, Doug Stafford, the senator went through the scanner at the airport, but was told there was some sort of abnormality in the scan with the scan and would have to get a full-body pat-down. Paul did not consent to this, and he offered to go through the scanner again. But the TSA insisted on the pat-down. Ron Paul, Republican presidential candidate and Texas representative, quickly tweeted about the incident. He said, "My son, Senator Rand Paul, is being detained by the TSA for refusing a full-body pat-down after an anomaly in the body scanner in Nashville. More details are forthcoming." Now, Ron Paul left a similar message on his Facebook, and Rand Paul, communications director Maura Begley, not Begley, but Begley, B-A-G-L-E-Y, I'm B-E-G-L-E-Y, close though, also tweeted the news. Both Rand Paul and Ron Paul are known for their libertarian policy positions. So, CBS News, so, I don't care what their political positions are. Is that why they got pulled aside? Because they're libertarians, Republicans, Democrat, independents? Does it really matter? Maybe it's because they're freedom fighters. Like me. Stand up for freedom. Stand up for the voice. Because without a voice, folks, you'll have no choice. Listen to me now. Without a voice, there is no choice. God gave me that thought about a year ago. And then I experienced this TSA thing. I know what it means. I know what Rand Paul was getting ready to face. And he refused to do it. And these guys detained a U.S. senator. This is the Obama administration flexing its muscles. This is the beginning of why. This is the strong arm coming down saying these words. That the NDAA FY2012, remember me screaming about it? Remember me standing up on the desk and pounding? What'd I tell you? The National Defense Authorization Act for the year of 2012, this bill was passed, and don't point all the fingers at Barack Obama either, because it was the Republican House that passed the bill. It was the Democrat Congress that approved it and passed it with huge numbers of 93-7. It's a bipartisan bill laid beautifully with a nice little bow for Christmas Eve on the desk of President Barack Obama, who quickly took his left hand and signed it into law, went on his Hawaiian vacation. They're all guilty. Democrats, Republicans, the president, doesn't matter. They passed this bill. And Rand Paul, who's standing up against it, and his father, Ron Paul, and how convenient. Tonight is a debate, the debate down in Florida is going to take place. And you know that somebody's going to ask Ron Paul, what do you think about the TSA? And he's going to go off. He's going to say they're shredding the Constitution. He's going to go completely insane, and so would I. I am. You know what? My show is getting ready to come on the air, what, 25 minutes or so, so I'm going to post this video. People are going to be freaking out. I'm going to be talking about this. I want to know, is he still detained? What's going on? Ron Paul left similar messages on his Facebook. Rand Paul left similar tweets. Both Rand Paul and Ron Paul are known for their libertarian policy positions. And last year, Rand Paul blasted the TSA for conducting unnecessary pat-downs. And he's right. We don't need these guys to stick their hands down the front pants of little boys. We don't need them to pull aside a 95-year-old grandmother and take her Depends diaper off. But I have yet to see, now listen to me, and I'm not being prejudiced at all, just being brutally honest. I have yet to see or hear of one Muslim woman pulled aside and patted down. Not one. Not one. Have you seen one man asked to remove his turban? One Muslim man, one sheikh, or any of them? No. No, but you will see preachers like Pastor Paul Begley, Senator Rand Paul, and different folks, Americans, pulled aside and treated like nearly like common criminals in front of people with their luggage ransacked and pot. I was patted down, big time patted down. You can't get any closer than they got. I'm too frustrated right now and the whole thing. And here's the thing, Mitt Romney, I'm sorry, but you said it. I heard you say it. You said, you were asked, what would you have done with this bill? And you said, I would have signed it too. We have to trust that the president won't abuse the power. No, we don't have to trust whether they'll abuse, whether Obama or Romney or anybody, or Newt Gingrich or anybody else for that matter. I'm not trusting that anybody won't. You don't make a law and say, well, let's just hope they don't. This isn't Nazi Germany, folks. This isn't the rise of the Third Reich. Somebody better stand up right now. You people better stand with Rand Paul. But you watch the media. You watch how they will protect this law, this TSA. They will continue to protect it. And every day that they do, your rights are being stripped from you. And that's one day closer to the new world order, the one world government, or as the Bible calls it, the beast, which will be the rise of the Antichrist with a false prophet. Now, I'm not saying that, and I don't even know where this Antichrist is coming from. He may not be coming from America. Matter of fact, I don't think he is. I think that the Antichrist will rise from the Middle East, and I think the radical jihadist, the false prophet will come right out of radical jihad, radical Islamic jihad. But this is part of the elitists breaking us down. Are we going to stand up for this? Is anybody going to stand up for this? What? Watch my show. Listen to my show. Go to Liberty Broadcasting Network today, and tonight I'll be on as a guest as well. I'm too frustrated right now. I'm just too frustrated.